good evening and welcome to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. It is time for my Sunday edition Flosstube video. It is meant to be a little bit of a shorter update and I'm just gonna tell you about what I've been stitching on this week. Maybe you have had time to watch some of my stitch with me's, or maybe not, that's fine too. But you have definitely seen, if you have, then you have definitely seen the steampunk portal, which is part of the Heaven and Earth design stitch along for 2025. I think I mentioned before that I find it to be a perfect blend of confetti and color blocking, so you can just switch back and forth, which I really enjoy. I think this is turning out so nice, and I have seen, of course, other people's progress and people who have finished like the whole 4 pages, which is amazing, and it looks really good. I am a little bit behind, which I don't mind. I have so far finished 3,429 stitches, which is good for me. I will have to, of course, I know I'm gonna have weeks where I will be able to work more on it than I have now. I have had a little bit of a stressful start of the year, but everything seems to be coming down right now, so I am happy to be stitching on this. So Heaven and Earth design stitch along steampunk portal. Super glad. This was supposed to be also a focus piece, but I haven't touched it at all, but I will in the coming week. So for the coming week, if you're interested, this one I'm going to stitch more on off camera, but I have planned the stitch with me is gonna be probably the Dracula sampler from Lena Ova. I absolutely love those charts. It is so much fun to stitch on. And also I want to spend some time on a project called Winter Evening. It's a kit from Marika, and it's a kit that I frogged and restarted, so it's really good to spend more time on it and just see how it is turning out. Because the reason sometimes because sometimes I do tend to ignore the chart if they want half stitches and single thread and double thread and all different kinds. Sometimes I don't really see the point, like on some of the Marika kits, like the season sampler ones, I do full cross for everything because I sort of thought that it looked better, and I did that on Winter Evening too. I just went full crosses all the way, but then I sort of started to think and notice also, like when you get into a project and you really notice the picture and the details in it, and I decided, even though I had quite a few hundred stitches, like kind of a lot going, I just decided to frog and start over, and let me tell you, it's been worth it, because the details and the difference between the background and the objects, the trees, the buildings, it's yeah, I'm glad I did start over, and it's gonna be really good to spend some time on that one. So that is for the coming week. So like I said, I spent time on steampunk portal, but I also did a stitch with me on this project, 3 Angels by Yvonne Gilbert, and I am liking how this is turning out. I think that the details in this is really nice. I'm also glad that I restarted this one on a 16 count Ada instead of going with a 14 count. So it's turning out much better. The thread is still, I'm not too happy about, because it's a bit sticky sort of, and I don't mean like I don't mean sticky like in glue, but it sort of snags in a very annoying way sometimes, so it's hard to get the stitches even. And even if you just like pull the thread once through the fabric and then you want to frog it, it can snag, it can get stuck on you. So again, I don't know the name of this thread since I did sort of collect it from some kits that I knew I wasn't gonna do, and yeah, it is kind of weird, but it is doable, and like I said, I like the outcome of it. I do think it's looking pretty nice. So that is for the stitching, but I did also give some more thoughts about the whip down. Now, if you don't know what whip down is, whip is work in progress. It's a project like this. This is a whip, and whip down is just trying to reduce the number of whips, of active whips anyways. It is very different from person to person, of course, what you think and is enough whips. Some people like a few whips and some people like having hundreds of whips to choose from, and that is totally fine. I just started to notice for myself that having like over 40 whips is a bit too much for me. I tend to, there are some projects that I haven't stitched on. I just forget about them. They sort of get lost in the rotation. So I do want to get back down to, I don't know, like around 30, 25, 30, I think would be somewhere there, would be perfect for me. And I am going to take the lead from Jamie on Crafty Gaming. Jamie is the name of her Flosstube, which is finish 2 to start a new one. So the Finery of Nature I've already done. Squirrels, this project here, is also a project that I will finish this year, and if I finish, or when I finish, I get to start April. It is called April, and it is by Anna Dittman, and it is charted by Heaven and Earth Design, and I will aim to start April in April. So that's that. And then I sat down and had a little bit of a think about what to do. And I decided to then sort of focus on, because I have a small stamp kit, which is my first stamp kit. And I am liking the stamp kit more and more because it is so relaxing, I think, to stitch on, since you have everything printed on the fabric. I also want to finish Wreath of All Seasons. And if I can finish both of these, I do get to start the big landscape stamp kit that I received as a gift from VIP Cross Stitch. I really want to start that soon. And then maybe Lady Alexandra is the Mirabilia, my first Mirabilia. And when it comes to cross stitching, I think I can finish that. It's the beading that sort of concerns me, because if it is, maybe it's not concerning other than that I might want to not have pressure, you know, so I feel stressed about it. So maybe I won't have that. That's why I have a little bit of a question mark. And then there's a spring sampler from Marika. I am considering having this also as a possible finish for 2025. However, I do have a project called Spring Flowers that I am maybe considering finish instead of the spring sampler. And yeah, and then I'm leaving it open for whatever kit I have here, because I have a few new kits that I got to order, partly because I had a few gift certificates and for some Christmas money. So maybe one of those, or I have also a soda stitch design that I would like to start. So, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. We'll see. So this is what I'm thinking right now, and this list might change. I don't think these will change, but these two I might reconsider. And I mean, we're not there yet because I do need to finish these, and it's just going to take some time considering I also have the hate cell. So anyways, those are my plans. This is my list for now, and for now the focus pieces are squirrels and steampunk portal, and whatever I stitch on in between that will show up as Stitch With Me, like I said. For next week, Dracula and Winter Evening, probably. Okay, so nice and short, I hope. And so this is it for this Sunday edition Flosstube video. Keep a lookout for my Stitch With Me's and my regular Flosstube. I do upload the other videos on Tuesdays and Fridays, and then this Sunday edition. So if you're looking for longer videos, the other two are usually somewhere in between 40 minutes and a little bit over an hour, I think. So if that is of interest, you can find them there. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please take care, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.